You know, so right then you trying to go in somewhere and you are with the stipulation of you a deadbeat. You in trouble. So this halfway, y'all, I had a lot more points to make about senseless violence, but I got so caught up, lathered up in talking about child support, I done down there made the video about child support. But we talking about senseless violence that not so senseless, it makes sense. Then you try to get a job because you know you still a decent human being. You still trying to work. But now when you fill out an application and they run your name, you've been incarcerated for child support. What? Yeah. So now we can't hire you because you got a criminal background. Well, hold on. I need this job because they gonna throw me in jail because I owe it's $7,000 now, but it was $5,000. But now, you know, so I really need this job. That ain't gonna do nothing but help me tread water. Like I ain't gonna drown, but I ain't gonna swim with these jobs. It's designed like that. So if you do manage to get a job, you still ain't out the water. Yeah, all this going on, and we want to have a regular community like everybody else. So you can't get a job. Your babies is 2 and 4 now, or 4 and 6, or however old, but they grow every second. They growing every day. And now you can't get a job, but you still love them. So you do what? You turn to a life of crime. Because you want to? No. You turn to a life of crime because you have to. You have to make that choice because you tried to get a job, remember? You tried to get a job, but you couldn't. That baby's still growing. That baby still needs some shoes, Pampers, all that. Whatever they need, they need. That's one scenario. A hardship would drive you to be a criminal. You know, that's the child support. That's the child support angle. What about you ain't got no kid? You know what I'm saying? You managed to keep it wrapped up. You managed to keep it, you know, wrapped up. And you don't make no kids. You keep it wrapped up. You don't make no kids. You out here just taking care of yourself, right? You still can't get a job because we still black. Our social security number still tell them that. Oh, sorry, Leroy. We can't hire you because we don't even going to tell you why we can't hire you. We're just going to say we can't hire you. Sorry. So now what you do? You hear from your boys. Man, G, we could sell drugs to make money. You like, what? You like, yeah. Sell drugs to make money. That's dangerous, ain't it? Now ask me why this conversation, ask me how this conversation go. Why do this conversation go like this? And how do I know this conversation go like this? Or it's similar, because nigga, I done had the conversation before. But you say, man, G, where you get your money from? Boy, you driving, you flossing, you got, you know, you doing all type of shit. Where you getting your bread from? He say them packs. He say them packs. Packs of what? Packs of work. Packs of work. What? Man, Just meet me at the park, man. I'll show you. Next thing you know, he show him that work. I got that work. Ironically, it's called work because you got to work it off. You know, you got to work to get it off, but it's because you can't work. Like you doing that because you can't work. Now, yeah, some people come right out the womb selling. That's because it's generational. Some, you know, some of us, a lot of us getting away with it. It ain't what you do, it's how you do it. So a lot of us getting away with it, having whole families and taking care of them. Wow. They done drove the boot off the car, G. I'm gonna walk down this block so you can see this boot that's off the car. Like they tried to drive the boot off the car. Hey, that's hard. That's what we got to deal with in the hood. I mean, you got to get your shit. You trying to get to work or whatever, you come out and there's a boot on your shit. Like there's another scenario where the violence that they describe as so senseless, that shit makes sense. So when you can't get no job and you got to sell drugs, you got to sell some work. Now, follow me. You working with your boys because everybody's selling drugs, right? Soon as you owe somebody and you don't pay them back, that's a problem. And more than likely, the game is unfair all the way around. So if you're selling drugs, somebody gonna take a hit or loss somewhere, and whoever take that loss, they gotta look a certain way. They gotta stand up for themselves. So I won't keep taking these losses because now you can't sell drugs because everybody's trampling you. So what you gotta do, you gotta make the cat that violated you, he owe you for whatever. Now you gotta do something to him. You know, back in my day, they kept him alive. I mean, if you kill him, he never gonna pay you back. So understand the logic of scaring a nigga enough to keep him alive so he could pay you. Nowadays, man, with this lack of respect for firearms, man, these cats, man, $20, they walk around with two guns, a gun in each pocket. And then they see a nigga that owe him $30. He with his other boys. Ain't that old boy that owe you $30? Yeah, I got him. I'm finna go do something to him. You got two guns, so now you gon' flex and you gonna shoot at the nigga. Man, it's crazy. That violence makes sense. I'm gonna go over this timeline in the Cliff Notes scenario. I became 26, young man, made a baby, had 2 kids, tried to get a job. I got a job, couldn't keep the job because they was all extra watching me. Not to mention, we will take an extra break on, you know, I'm just being honest, I'm gonna keep it real. But it's a reason for that too. We was bred like this for over 400 years. Instead of tapping into the kings and queens, they did tap into our kingship and our queenship, but they tapped into it and took it. But the timeline, you trying to get a job because you trying to take care of your baby. You can't get a job or you lose your job. The baby still needs whatever. The mama, you got to take care of her. I don't mean you got to take care of her and pay for everything. I mean, she taking care of herself and you got to put on top of that. As a man, I know you women finna be like, we don't need no help. That's what they want y'all to say. It's a natural order to things. Man and woman together, side by side, in unison. It's beneficial. I've been I've been married for a long time, and being next to my wife is beneficial. So it makes me a better man, and then I'm making her a better woman. That's called a relationship. But you not there yet. You still trying to make it, and you can't get a job out here. You gotta take care of baby, 2 babies, and their mother. Got 2 baby mamas, so they both want something. Can't get no job. I know. I sell drugs. That's exactly what they want you to do. That's it. He took the bait, y'all. That's what they saying somewhere. We got him. Because it's just a matter of time. Where do you think the drugs come from? They come from the police. So police know you selling drugs. You selling them for them. Look it up. Where do you think they get all these movies from? That's what's really going on. Now you out here. You go to jail. Now your baby mama gotta do what she gotta do. Take care of the baby. You know, this thing never stopped. It's like a slow moving locomotive. It never stopped. Y'all ever seen a locomotive up close? It look like it's going slow. But when you get up close to that man, that's how a baby is. a baby look all cute and cuddly until you get close enough to that freight train. It's slow. That little baby freight train. Boy, you better be careful. I know it look like it's moving slow until you get up close to that motherfucker moving fast, and it's big. It's powerful. It'll tear your shit off. So that's what drive an individual. That's what drive an individual to be a criminal. He never sets out to be a criminal, but he definitely have fewer opportunities than he should, you know. Opportunity. That's a natural thing. We human beings want opportunities. If you don't want opportunities, I think something wrong with you. We all want opportunities on all different levels. And when you can't get those opportunities fulfilled, you got to create opportunity. Like that same young man, through whatever way he find out how to do this, whether it be his buddies come and, suggest it to him, or he see it done on TV, or he have a bright idea. One way or the other, we figure stuff out. So I'm gonna steal a car and I'm gonna drive it through Louis Vuitton window on the Magnificent Mile. And we gonna go in there with our hoodies drawn so they can't see our face. And we gonna take as many purses, as much product as we can. Then we gonna run, get back in the car that's waiting outside, because we put an intricate plan together. We was trying to apply all of this productivity to a job, but man, I'm telling you, ask any criminal. Most of them tried to get a job, tried to work, but the system prevented them from working, so now they had to be a criminal. So back to my story. You get the purses, you got armed, it's 6 of y'all. Y'all got arms full of merchandise. Thousands of dollars of merchandise everybody got. Now you got to get away. So you run out the store. Now keep in mind you drove a car through a plate glass window. If that ain't, man, you might die. Fuck out of here. You might straight up die. Or the car get in there good, now you in the store, and then you got to leave out the store to get to the getaway car that's outside. Now you got to jump through the glass that's falling. The car probably on fire because you done ran. You know, this all because you don't have no opportunities. You know, and I know some kids start off that way. I have a explanation for that. It's not the same. It's not a across the board explanation, but it's a highly applicable scenario. I mean, it's highly plausible that this is what happened, what I'm about to describe, and that is you forced to become a criminal because you can't get a job. That's just the whole, that's it. You didn't win in partnership and y'all done drove through this plate glass window and now you gotta jump out the window and back in the car and what? Then you get in the car, let's say you get in the car. You get in the car, right? Now you in a high-speed chase with the police. Don't hide no hammer. Somebody in the back seat got a good idea. They had a bright idea, man, to shoot at the police. That's a good idea. You an idiot. Because now you can't get a job already. And then you had this bright idea to drive this car through this plate glass window to attract the attention of the police. And now they finna come and get you. You gotta do something reckless and abandoned so you won't go to jail. I mean, man, if that ain't oppressive, man, if you don't understand that scenario, you part of white supremacy. I'm laughing to prevent myself from crying. Remember that politician that was supposed to help build a community up, help provide businesses with resources so they can become larger businesses. If a business grows, then you have to employ people. More employees mean more people working, less people begging. I want to turn and show you this truck. They taking down Christmas ornaments. And it's February. They taking down Christmas ornaments and it's February. That's a job. You mean to tell me that we couldn't get them ornaments down by the new year? And I feel some type of way about that in the hood. Now we gotta look at Christmas ornaments. We gotta look at Christmas ornaments in February. We gotta look at Christmas ornaments in February. See, I don't got nothing against nobody, but let's just say they ain't our color. They not our color. I could do that. You don't need no degree to do that. You know, if you look in that restaurant, that ain't our color. You know, anything that's a business around here is dead. It ain't our. If it's alive, If it's a striving business, then it's owned by somebody that's not our color. So is this our hood? No, it's not. It's not our neighborhood. It's not our community. We just live here. We just visitors. They letting us use it. Khalil's Food and Liquor. This the liquor store / grocery store around here. This what you gotta do. This what you gotta do to get some groceries. You gotta go to the liquor store around here. How many stores I pass? How many stores I pass? How many stores I pass? How many stores I passed? That was grocery stores. Is that Ant? Ant, what's up, man? Come on, man, don't act like Ant, Senseless, Big G. You don't run off the wall. You don't run and dunk off the wall no more.
What's up, man?
What's up, bro?
How you feel, baby?
How you feel, man? I'm good.
I'm good.
I never forget a face, man. I seen you pulling up.
You feel, man?
Give me some love,
You still
man.
down
Yeah, man. That's what I'm on my way to now. Walking, get my little exercise
you
on.
always doing that.
Every day, man. I gotta get my little. It's good to see you, man. You still work down there by.
You know it.
I already know,
I
man.
ain't leaving them
Yeah, hey, good is good.
Me about that.
Ah, yes, sir, man. Yes, sir, man. Good to see you. Shout out to St. Cyril. That nigga used to run off the wall, G. He used to run and jump off the wall and dunk. It was wild. He used to run and jump off the wall like he used to run and reap and alley-oop off the wall, like take 2 steps, 1, 2, and use the wall to get up to the. It was crazy, man. But that's one of my childhood heroes. He got a job at a young age. He was fortunate to some degree. If I gave him a chance to explain, I'm sure he aspires to be greater than, but there's a lot of obstacles in our way. So we learn in life that we got to take what's given to us. That's oppression. I shouldn't have to just accept what it is. That's where senseless violence come from. You call it senseless, but it makes so much sense. If you starve me, if you starve me and then I'm trying to eat, it ain't gonna be nice. I'm gonna perform like a criminal to get what I got to. What's up, man? The Pit Stop Barbecue closed. It was black on. I knew the guy. Not personally, but I went in there a few times. It's crazy because, like I said, I'm a licensed barber, and I've been cutting hair in the community, forever, on a lot of levels, and it's hard, man. Haircuts cost money, and we don't got no money. Remember the scenario where the guy ain't got no money, he can't get no job. If he can't get no job, he ain't got no money, but he still need a haircut. So guess what they do? They come in like on Friday, and they say, "Man, could I get a taper up, and I'll pay you Friday? Or can I get a taper up and then you cut his hair, then he run out the shop on your ass, just like on the movie?" Imperial Modi. Imperial Modi is not owned by blacks. I'm just saying, this what we, it's serene, it's calm, but it's chaotic in behind these walls. And we handle it well, man. We resilient. We resilient. Look at this. Come on now. What that's doing? What the boot gonna do? What the boot gonna do? Immobilize you. You can't move now. You can't even go to work now. Then they take the boot off. Guess what they take the boot off for? The boot on, if the boot be on there long enough, one day, 24 hours, they come back and now they tow your car. They impound it. So yeah, now you gotta, man. Oh, you still gotta get the boot off. Now you just got more responsibility on top of the boot. You got more responsibility on top of the boot. I came this way to show you. Grade A milk, 2 for $5 or $2.99. That's where we got to buy our milk from. Let me show you where we got to buy our milk from. I heard we don't supposed to be drinking milk. We the only species that drink another species milk. That's a whole nother. But this the grocery store. 24/7 Mart. Food and deli. Food and deli. A deli, G, you know what a deli is, nigga? To use the term deli, just because you sell lunch meat in a liquor store, that ain't no deli. Laundromat, not black owned. I'm not trying to disrespect nobody, so I ain't even finna talk about with all the racist references to people, the ethnic group that's typically owners of cleaners. You fill in the blank. The ethnic group that's typically owners of auto body shops. You fill in the blanks. The ethnic group that's typically the owners of liquor stores, the owners of corner stores around here. You fill in the blank. I'm gonna fill in the blank of who is not. It's not black people. And it's not because we don't want to own nothing. Heck, I tried. That process is nuts. But I found out if you come from another country, you get tax break on starting a business. Yeah, you get a tax break on starting business. So I started off talking about corruption.